I'm Ethan Coffin. Today I'll be talking about part one and part two of my research on purpose-driven companies. The company I decided to research was Patagonia. Patagonia's founder is Yvon Chouinard, I think is how you say it. Yvon is a former mountain climber who created Chouinard Equipment, which is the company he started by selling steel pitons. Pitons are a climbing tool used in the 50s and 60s. Um, he realized that the steel pitons were causing damage to the cracks in Yosemite. So he then switched them to new aluminum pitons called Hexentrix. He filed a patent for Hexentrix and it was granted in uh, and then in 1989, Chouinard Equipment filed for bankruptcy um, to protect them from liability lawsuits. The company was then given, or it was distributed to the employees of that company, and it is now known as Black Diamond Equipment. Um, in 1970, Chouinard went on a trip to Scotland and he bought some rugby shirts. He decided to sell those and it was very successful. Um, as his business was growing, Chouinard started expanding his business and developing a wider selection of clothes. Patagonia's overall purpose is to help the environment. When Chouinard started Patagonia, he realized he can use the success of this business to help his personal goals. He wanted to help the environment and environmental activism. One way he helps environmental activism is by tithing. Tithing is 1/10 of something. So every year, Patagonia, the Patagonia company, gives 1% of its sales or 10% of its profit, whichever number is higher. They give it to environmental activism groups. They also pay employees that are working on local environment projects. They pay them so that they can commit like their efforts full time. They can do that full time. Patagonia sells outdoors gear and and accessories. Um, they sell men's and women's jackets, vests, sweaters, hoodies, shirts, pants, any like clothing you can think of. They also sell snow pants, swimwear, wetsuits. They sell outdoor stuff like sleeping bags. They sell all that. Um, these products are useful because there are a lot of people who love the outdoors and need these products to go outdoors and have fun because they just like going outdoors. Um, and the layers to Patagonia. So I already talked about the 1%, the 1% and 10%. But they also want to create a really good work environment for their employees. They um they provide food for their employees, healthy food, which is good for the environment, and they also provide a daycare service for all their employees. And I also talked about how their employees are paid for doing environmental projects. Now we're gonna move on to what I chose for my own purpose-driven company. What I chose was a babysitting company. The purpose of the company would be to provide children with like a good role model and provide parents with a break from having to watch their kids and a break from stressing about it. So basically, I'm the oldest sibling of five. I'm the oldest of five children. I know I've seen like firsthand my parents had to like stress about finding a babysitter, all of this. So, I know the struggle of trying to find a trustworthy babysitter, and I also know how to babysit because I raised like four children almost. The service I would provide is babysitting. I would I chose the product because I know it's hard to find a good babysitter, and I believe I am a good babysitter. I've taken care of kids almost my whole life. My the people that would benefit would be the parents and the children, because the children are getting a good babysitter, a good role model, and the parents are getting their day off. My targeted customers would be parents who need a day off, parents who need to release some stress, to relax, you know. Um, the first layer would be basically enabling parents to relax while they're trying to get time away from their kids. And the second layer would also be I'm helping the kids because I believe I'm a good role model and a good babysitter.